For example, for video film, you have to have a legal signal. This is something that you have to achieve with lighting really in a way that everybody feels comfortable about what they are going to do with the signal or the image once they capture it. And this is something that has been a part of the video industry and the film industry, that you have to achieve legal limits. And in terms of photography, although some photographers don't agree totally with this, I would say that you have to get the right amount of exposure that will give you a nice image without noise. That would be the most, I would say, simple way to tell about what are you looking for in a technical sense.
Okay, excellent answer. Pamela, do you have anything you wanted to add?
Yeah, when I teach Filmmaking 101, I still teach my new filmmakers to learn how to use a light meter, learn how to use your color meter, learn how to read those scopes, understand how the light is interacting with the particular cameras you're working with. You need to understand that and go back to Film 101 on a lot of these issues. For me, I grew up switching from film to digital in the film world. And honestly, I didn't learn how to use a light meter in the very beginning. And then once we start getting monitors that showed the scopes and I started going into bigger productions, it was something I had to go back to and learn. And now I teach that to my other filmmakers who are coming up, is like, you've got to learn this. You may not learn it in school. You may come up as a one-man band on your own, but go back to those basics and learn those skills.
So learn that first, then kind of move into everything else.
Yes, understand what the scopes mean, understand how to set your light meters, understand all of that. And you'll be, instead of being a good gaffer, you'll go and be that next level. If you understand it all, you're going to be better at what you do.
And set you apart.
Yeah, exactly.
How do we handle control these days with so many LEDs and maybe bigger, softer sources than we used to have? Troy, maybe you take that.
Yeah. That's where grip department comes in. I mean, they'll still always be controlling everything that we come and just puke out as far as light. I think they're the gaffers get the recognition for the lighting, but the grip team is still the ones that come in and shape it. And I don't think that'll ever change no matter what happens with LED. I still think that's a good balance and relationship, as it should be.
Yeah, totally. Pamela, you're nodding. What do you think?
I just laughed at the puke comment. No, but he's right. But if you're a one-man band, if you're just a corporate, shooter who's doing everything, I gaffed an interview a few weeks ago, and the building they gave us was all windows, and we're shooting through the entire afternoon. And luckily, I scouted beforehand, took pictures, did the directional, see where everything was going to be, and realized, I'm going to have to flag the crap out of this thing to keep the light consistent throughout the day. And I had to pull out all the stops and even borrow stuff from production just so I could puke out everything possible to do what I needed to do. But, our grips don't get enough recognition. That's for sure.
From Kenneth, he has another question. Hi, Kenneth. I'm a location and sound mixer. I often encounter lights with fans. How can we educate gaffers that fans are detrimental to sound? I don't know if anyone wants to take that one.
Luke's laughing because gaffers don't care about sound. Sort of. I mean, that's the running industry joke, right? Sorry, Ken. I know Ken. Yeah, but who wants to talk about? And Ken also asked about generators with regards to the same thing. I would say that one thing about generators that's good is they're probably there's less of them around in some cases because we don't need such big lights or lights that at least take as much power. So, I mean, it should be going that direction, even though Harbor Freight has these cheap $500 generators that happen to be really loud. And so it's like that's meeting at the same time as the fact that we can light with less power is happening. But I think in the long run, things will get quieter. But anyone else want to talk about the fans on the lights these days?
Yeah, I can tell you that it's getting better. When the LEDs came out and as they were being more and more used on sets, they were pretty loud, but the technology is advancing that. And now if, different type of company lights or whatever, like on Rotolight, you can actually turn off the fan, go in stealth mode and that sort of thing. So it's up to the operator to understand how to adjust those levels so that your sound guys are still your friends at the end of the day.
Nice.
For sure. Troy,
did you want to, go ahead and add on to that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you there. That is one thing I noticed with the 600D is the fan. And coming from camera as well, I'm a Red owner, so it's like some of my best friends on set are sound guys, and I want to keep it that way. As far as like generators and stuff, I say definitely that's what location scouts are for. Plan your distro accordingly when it comes to the other departments that we're going to be affecting. But yes, the 600D, I would love to see. I don't know if there's a way to come out with some sort of or like a upgrade for it or something. Because I know Red did that with being able to go like into a quieter mode when they're rolling, but it is a little distracting. Not in bigger rooms, but
no, it's definitely, they're rolling it out soon, so we'll be able to check it out, and they'll send it to people to try it first, and so it's sort of two things. It's like bring the level down and then make it more regular, so it's not a on-off kind of thing. And yeah, that's definitely what we're all working at, because LEDs, even though they come off as cool, they put out a lot of heat, and usually heat out the back. So with panel lights, the first LEDs, you didn't need as robust a fan, but now when we're getting to these, hard light LEDs with a more concentrated bit of a clump of emitters, then the heat is a bigger issue. So that's what we're going to have to deal with.
You might be looking at Shoots.video and thinking, so how does this all work? Is this about A, setting up the whole crew for me, B, just giving me options and having me handle it, or C, something in between? Well, it's D, all of the above. To put it simply, we're here to help you in any way that we can to get the crew and talent you need for your next production. We believe that every level of video production can benefit from a well-maintained list of qualified crew members for every position. This goes for pre-pro, on-set, and for post. Every project is different, so if you need a producer to help manage the decision-making process, then we can totally do that. If you're already a producer and want to build your own crew from scratch, then go for it. We're here to make your next production a success. And if you are crew or talent looking for producers that want you, then you've come to the right place. Sign up now, and also leave a referral for any solid people that you know that are already on here. Thank you for considering Shoots.video, and happy shooting!